morning friends. In the last lecture we have started the topic subsets. Now we are continuing in this lecture the topic subsets. First one, subsets of set of real numbers. We are discussing the sets of real numbers and its subsets. We know that the capital N represents the set of natural numbers. It consists the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinite. This is set of natural numbers. N is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinite. Now, set of integers. Set of integer numbers. Z is equals to minus infinite to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinite. Okay. Next one, Q, which is set of rational numbers. We can't represent it in roster form. Therefore, we are writing its property form or set builder form. X such that X is equals to P by Q. The number X is in form of P by Q, where P and Q belongs to integer numbers or Z, and the important condition is Q does not equals to 0 for this case. If Q equals to 0, then the number does not exist, the number does not define. Therefore, we are taking Q does not equals to 0. This is condition. And the next set of irrational numbers, we can denote it as I, and in the textbook the notations for irrational number is given T. We can denote it I or T equals to, we also do not write this in roster form. Therefore, we are writing its set builder form. X such that X belongs to R, X such that X belongs to R, and X does not belongs to Q. X does not belongs to Q. अगर X जो भी हमारा नंबर है वो रेशनल नहीं है, रेशनल नहीं है मतलब रेशनल नंबर्स में नहीं है, तो वो इरेशनल नंबर्स में होगा. ओके, जो जितने भी रियल नंबर्स है which are not rational, they are called as irrational numbers. Now, see here all the elements of set N, all the elements of set N is lies in the set Q. All the elements of set N is in the set Q. Therefore, we can say that set of natural numbers and subset of Z. N is subset of Z. Now, all the elements of Z, all the elements of Z are in Q. Means we can also say that all the elements of Z, all the integer numbers also said to be rational number. Therefore, all integer numbers lies in the set Q. Therefore, we can say that Z is subset of Q. Now see here, N is subset of Z, Z is subset of Q. Therefore, we can say that N is also subset of Q. सब नंबर N के भी Q में होंगे. Now, N is subset of Q, Z is subset, N is subset of Q, Z is subset of Q, N is subset of Z, and Z is subset of Q. We can write like this. And Q means set of rational numbers, also subset of real numbers. All rational numbers lies in the real numbers. Therefore, we can say that it is subset of R. Now, this is the sequence. Therefore, N is subset of R, Z is subset of R, Q is subset of R. This is the sequence. And I means set of rational numbers is also subset of real numbers. Set of rational numbers means I is also a subset of real numbers means R. And some important fact is here R does not subset of any set. R does not subset of any set. As well as we can say that T or I means irrational numbers does not subset of rational numbers. Irrational numbers, set of irrational numbers does not subset of set of rational numbers, or you can also say that set of rational numbers does not subset of set of irrational numbers. This is the important topic, the relations between N, Z, Q and R as well as I and R. Okay? Now the questions. Exercise 1.3, question number 1, which is quite easy question. Make the correct statements by filling in the symbols subset or does not subset in the blank spaces. We have to put subset or does not subset in the proper blanks. First question, 2, 3, 4 blank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First of all, see all the elements of this set are in this set or not. Here 2, 3, 4 are in this set. Therefore, we can say that it is the subset. This set is subset of this set. Okay. Now the second question, A, B, C blank B, C, D. See here all the elements of this set is in set B, C, D or not. Here B and C are in this set, but A does not belongs to this set. Therefore, we can say that it is not subset of this set. It does not subset. Okay. Next, the third one question is X such that X is a student of class 11 of your school. X is a student of class 11 of your school blank. The second set is X such that X is a student of your school. X is a student of your school. Now see here, suppose कोई स्टूडेंट है, वो 11th क्लास में पढ़ता है, तो वो आपकी स्कूल में ही होगा ना। अगर आपकी स्कूल में 11th क्लास में कोई स्टूडेंट पढ़ता है तो वो आपकी स्कूल में होगा ही। इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि ये सेट का जो भी एलिमेंट है, सपोज द नेम ऑफ स्टूडेंट इज अमित, सपोज द नेम ऑफ स्टूडेंट इज अमित, अमित is the student of class 11, okay, and it is also the student of this school. Therefore we can say that it is subset Amit. Suppose Amit आपकी नॉलेज हाई स्कूल के 11th क्लास में पढ़ता है, अगर अमित आपकी नॉलेज हाई स्कूल के 11th क्लास में पढ़ता है तो वो आपकी नॉलेज हाई स्कूल में भी तो है, इसलिए आप इसको बोलेंगे इट इज सबसेट, इसका जो भी एलिमेंट है वो इसमें भी होगा। ओके, तो ऑल द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ दिस सेट लाइज इन दिस सेट, देयरफॉर वी कैन से दैट इट इज सबसेट। नाउ वी आर गोइंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन, फोर्थ क्वेश्चन, x such that x is a circle in plane, x is a circle in plane blank, X is a circle in the same plane, with radius 1 unit, Now see here, X is a circle in plane, the set of circles in the plane. There are infinite circles in the plane. Having different radius. There are infinite circles in the plane having different radius. Okay. Now, X is a circle in the same plane. सर्कल दूसरा भी यही प्लेन में है with radius 1 unit, उसकी radius fix है 1 unit. So see here, all these circles lies in this set or not? This set consists only circles having radius 1 unit. Therefore, the circle which having radius 2 unit, 3 unit, 2.5 unit does not lies in this set. Therefore, we can say that it is does not subset. It is does not subset. If they are given these statements in reverse form, suppose ये statement यहाँ दिया होता, ये यहाँ दिया होता, तो सबसेट हो सकता है. Clear? तो सबसेट होगा. Clear? Now, the fifth one question. X such that X is a triangle in a plane. X is a triangle in a plane. Any triangle in a plane. Blanks X is rectangle in the plane. Triangle in a plane. Suppose there are many triangles. Number of triangles are infinite in the given plane. Okay. X is a rectangle in the plane. There are many rectangles possible in the plane. Therefore, this side is also having infinite rectangles. Now, X is triangle. All the triangles lies in all the rectangles? No, it is not true. Therefore, we can say that it is does not subset. Clear? Now, X such that X is an equilateral triangle in a plane. X is an equilateral triangle in a plane. Blank X is a triangle in the same plane. Suppose equilateral triangles in the plane are infinite. Suppose this one is equilateral triangle, second one equilateral triangle, third one equilateral triangle, having different measurements, and the set of all triangles in the plane. Set of all triangles in the plane. Therefore, the set of all triangles in the plane having all the equilateral triangles consist all the equilateral triangles. Therefore, we can say that all the equilateral triangles in a plane are in the set triangles in the same plane. Therefore, we can say that it is subset. Suppose they are not given the same plane. Therefore, we can say it is subset. Suppose they are not mentioned in the same plane, but they are given different plane. That does not subset this type. Okay? Clear? Now, the next question, exercise 1.3, question number 2. Examine whether the following statements are true or false. We have to give the answer true or false. The statements are true or false. First one, AB does not subset of BCA. See here, all the elements of this set are in this set. Means AB in this set also. Therefore, this is the subset of this set. It is given that does not subset is given that. Therefore, this statement is false statement. Okay. Now, the second question, AE subset of X such that X is a vowel in English alphabet. We know that there are 5 vowels in English alphabet: A, E, I, O, U. A and E lies in this set also. Therefore, this is the subset of this set. It is given that the subset is given. Therefore, it is true statement. This statement is true. Next one, the third question. 1, 2, 3, subset of 1, 3, 5. See here, 1 and 3 is in this set, but 2 does not belongs to of this set. Therefore, we can say that it is not subset of this set. This set is not subset of this set. Therefore, this statement is false statement. Next one, the fourth question. A subset of ABC. A subset of ABC. All the elements of this set lies in this set. Therefore, it is the subset of this set. Therefore, this statement is true statement. This statement is true statement. Now see here. A belongs to A, B, C. For the belongs to symbol, this is the element of this set. The belongs to represents this element. This element is of this set. This is the element of this set. The element is curly bracket A. Total element is curly bracket A is the element. This is the element, not only A. Here not only A. The curly bracket A is the element of this set or not. So it is clear that A is the element of this set, but curly bracket A is not the element of this set. Therefore, it is false statement. If the element does not belong to, then it is true. Okay. Now the 6th question you have to do in your self practice. Clear? Now exercise 1.3 question number 3. In the question number 3 it is given that let set A equals to curly bracket 1 2 curly bracket 3 4 and 5. Which of the following statements are incorrect and why? You have to give the reason if the statement is incorrect. Now, see here, set A consists 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Total number of elements of set A are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total 4 elements are there. Here 1 is the element of set A, 2 is also element of set A. Curly bracket 3 4 is the element of set A. Curly bracket 3 4 is the element of set A. Therefore, we can write curly bracket 3 4 belongs to set A. Curly bracket 3 4. This is the element of this set. This is the element of this set. This is not set, subset or any set. Okay, this is the element of this set. Clear? And the 5, this one, 4th elements. Okay, total 4 elements are there. This is only single element. Okay, not any subset here. Now here it is given set A 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The first question is curly bracket 3, 4 subset of A. We know that curly bracket 3, 4 is the element of set A, not subset of set. Curly bracket 3, 4 is the element of set A. It is not subset of set A. Suppose we have to correct this statement, then we have to put this element in curly bracket, then it is set. Then it is set. If this is set, then we can say that it is subset of set A. Okay? If we are putting 3, 4 in also second curly bracket, then we can say that it is the subset of set A. Otherwise, it is only element of set A. Therefore, this statement is incorrect. This statement is incorrect because reason is, we have to give the reason. Reason is curly bracket 3, 4 is belongs to A because it is element of set A. If you have to write this in statement form, therefore you can write curly bracket 3 4 is the element of set A. Okay, or you can by use of symbol you can write in short form. Now the second one, curly bracket 3 4 belongs to A. We know that this is the element of set A, therefore it is the correct statement. It is correct statement. Next one, curly bracket 3 4 subset of A. This is element and the again curly bracket is there. Therefore this is the set and this set is in set A. This all the elements of this set, this is the set, all the elements of this set, this is the element, lies in the set A. All the elements of this set is in set A. Therefore, we can say that this set is subset of set A. Therefore, this statement is correct statement. This statement is correct statement. Complete. See here. Understand what is set and what is subset. Next, what is the element? The difference between element and subset. The difference between element and subset. This is the difference between element and subset. Okay. Now, 1 belongs to A. Now, the fourth one question. 1 belongs to A. That means 1 is the element of set A. So it is clear that 1 is the element of set A. Therefore, this statement is correct statement. See here. 1 subset of A. This is not set. This is not set. Okay. So therefore, we can't say this is the subset of set A. Therefore, it is incorrect statement, and the reason for this because 1 belongs to A. 1 is the element of set A, not subset of A. If we are putting curly bracket here, then it is subset, because the relation of any subset, the relation of subset between two sets, if we are putting symbol subset or does not subset, then in the left hand side as well as right hand side, both sides having set. Okay, and if we are putting belongs to sign or does not belongs to sign, therefore on the right hand side set is there, and the left hand side only element is there, not any set, only element is there. Okay, the element to set relation we are putting belongs to, set to set we are putting subset or does not subset relation. Okay, now the next one question number 6. 1 to 5 subset of set A. Here 1 to 5, this is the set, and all the elements of this set lies in set A or in the set A. Therefore, it is the correct statement. It is correct statement. Next one. 1 to 5. This is set. This is set. Belongs to A. This is not proper relation, because this is set. This is set. Therefore, they have to put subset or does not subset symbol here. They are putting belongs to symbol. It is not valid symbol. Therefore, it is incorrect statement. Incorrect statement, and the reason is because we know that 1 to 5 is subset of set A. This is the reason. Correct answer is the reason. Next one. 8. 1 to 3 subset of set A. Here 1 and 2 are the elements of set A also, but 3 is not the element of set A. Therefore, it is does not subset. It is does not subset. Therefore, it is incorrect statement. This statement is incorrect because the reason is 3 does not belongs to set A. This element must be the element of set A, or 3 also belongs to set A, but here 3 does not belongs to set A. Therefore, this statement is incorrect statement. It is clear? Now, next one, ninth question. 5 belongs to A. 5 is the element of set A. See here, 5 is the element of set A or not? Here 5 is not the element of set A. Therefore, this statement is incorrect statement. This statement is incorrect because the reason is Because phi does not belongs to set A. Phi is not the element of set A. The next one, 10th question. Phi is subset of A, and we know that phi is the subset of any set. Phi is the subset of any set. Therefore, this is the correct statement. This is the property of subsets. Phi is the subset of any set. Therefore, phi is subset of set A. Therefore, it is correct statement. See here. Next one. Curly bracket phi, subset of set A. Now see here, curly bracket phi is the subset of set A. We know that phi is subset of set A. But curly bracket phi is not the subset of set A. It is incorrect statement. This is incorrect statement. Why? Because curly bracket phi does not subset of set A. Curly bracket phi does not subset of set A. It is clear? Now, we are going for the list of subsets. How can we prepare list of subsets of any given set? How can we prepare the list of subsets of any given sets? If we can do the representation of list of all subsets of any set, then we can understand these relations also easily. So see here, how can we list out all the subsets of any given set? So first of all, I am taking the first set A equals to 1, 2. The set A having two elements. This is first and this is second. The first element is 1 and second element is 2. First of all, list out all the subsets of these given sets. So first of all, write down the subsets of set A. Subsets of set A. Listing out the subsets of set A. The first, we know that the property null set or phi, null set or phi is the subset of any set. Therefore, phi is always there in the list of subsets of any set. The first one is null set. This is always in all these subsets of any set. Therefore, all these sets having at least one subset, which is null set. Okay. Now, this is null set. Second one, start with singleton set or only one element sets. The first one, element 1 is there, and if we are putting in curly bracket, then this is the subset of this set. See here, all the elements of this set, this is set because curly bracket sign is there. All these elements of this set lies in set A, therefore it is the subset of set A. Same as curly bracket 2 singleton set. Now, all the singleton sets are completed. Which are the subsets of set A? Then going for the subsets which having two elements. So here consider two elements 1 and 2 here. Therefore, we are getting this one is the set and this set is also subset of this set, and this set is also known as the set itself. Okay, the set itself. Therefore, now the next, any subset is not possible for this set. Therefore, total number of subsets of set A are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total 4 subsets are there. So total subsets, I am listing out total subsets here. Total subsets equals to 4. Next one. The second set is given, set B equals to 10, 11, 12. there are 3 elements 10, 11 and 12. Now list out all the subsets of set B. Therefore I am list down subsets of set B. First of all, start with null set, because this is the property. Null set is subset of any set. Next, going with singleton set. Singleton set means first of all take one element and put it in curly bracket. Therefore this is the subset of this set. This is the subset of this set. Now put the second one element and write down in curly bracket form. Therefore this is the set. This is element and this curly bracket represents set. Okay, therefore this is also the subset of this set B. Now put the third element 12. Put it in curly bracket. Therefore this is also the subset of this set. Now going all 3 elements in singleton form are over. Now going with subsets having 2 elements. Going with subsets having 2 elements. Therefore consider 2 elements. The first we can take 2 elements 10 and 11. Put it in curly bracket. Therefore this is the subset of this set. Now you can also put the second and third element also 11, 12. You can also put first and third element also. There are 3 possibilities or 3 subsets which having 2 elements. Okay. Now going with 3 elements. Now consider all 3 elements 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12. You can also say that this is the set itself, and this is the set B. Okay. Now check it out. Total number of subsets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Total number of subsets. Total number of subsets. How many subsets are there? Here 8 subsets are there. Now I am listing out the subsets of set C. Set C having the elements A, B and curly bracket C. There are 3 elements. The third one element is not C. This is the element having curly brackets. Okay. So now this is the important questions. List out all the subsets of this set. The subsets of sets C. Subsets of set C are. I am listing out all the subsets. First one null set. Second one singleton set having element A, second element B, and third one element curly brackets. This is element and we have to put in curly bracket, therefore it is subset. Okay, this represents subset. If we are not putting curly bracket here, therefore then it is the only element. Okay, so this is the important. Now the subsets having 2 elements. Therefore I am taking first and second element A, B. We can also take first and third element. Therefore the second, first and third element A. This is the element curly brackets. And we can also take second and third B and C. This is also other subset. And the next one, total 3 elements are there. The subset having 3 elements. The subset having 3 elements. 3 elements are there in curly bracket. Therefore, it is the subset. And this is the set C. Therefore, it is set itself. Now, total number of subsets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The total number of subsets are. Total number of subsets are 8. Now the next one, this is also important question. Okay, see, understand here. D equals to, this is fourth one. D equals to 1 curly bracket 2, 3. The elements of set D are 1 and curly bracket 2, 3. It is only one element. It is only one element. Okay, this is 1 and this is 2. Therefore 2 elements are there. This is one element. Okay, you have to consider this as single element. Now, so list out the subsets of set D. Subsets of set D. I am listing out the subsets of set D. Therefore, subsets of set D, first one are the null set is the subset of any set. Therefore, null set is first. Now, going with the singleton subsets. Therefore, the element 1 is there, put it in curly bracket. Therefore, it is the subset of the set D. Now, this is also the element curly bracket 2 3 is the element, put it in curly bracket. Therefore, this is the subset of the set D. Now, singleton sets subsets are over. Now going with the subsets having two elements. Therefore, we have to take two elements. Here two elements are there. Therefore, the set itself is the subset of set D. So see here, this is the set D itself. Now total number of subsets 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total number of subsets 1, 2, 3 and 4. Therefore total number of subsets are 4. Now see here, how can we obtain the total number of subsets without listing out the subsets? So that is the formula for listing out the number of subsets without listing out the subset. The total number of subsets equals to 2 raised to n. Here n is the element of the given set. Here n is the total number of elements of the given set. See here, set A having 2 elements. Therefore 2 raised to 2, answer is 4. Therefore total 4 subsets are there. Same here, set B having 3 elements. Therefore n is equals to 3. 2 raised to 3. Therefore total number of subsets are 8. Same as for set C, total number of elements 3. Therefore total number of subsets 2 raised to 3, which is equals to 8. And set D having 2 elements, therefore total number of subsets 2 raised to 2, which is equals to 4. Now exercise 1.3, question number 4. Write down all the subsets of following sets. First one, set curly bracket A, B, 1, 2, 3 and null set. There are 4 questions. You have to write the all subsets of given sets. This is very easy question. Okay, clear? Now આ બધા જ ટોપિક્સની નોટ્સ હું તમને 11 વાગે એક ગૂગલ ફોર્મની લિંક મોકલીશ ગ્રુપમાં. એ લિંક પર જ અપલોડ કરવાની છે, બરાબર? ઘણા બધા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ અપલોડ કરતી વખતે 2 વખત અપલોડ કરી દે છે, તો પ્લીઝ ધ્યાન રાખજો કે એકવાર અપલોડ થઈ જાય એટલે સબમિટેડ નો તમને ઓપ્શન્સ આવશે કે યોર રિસ્પોન્સ હેઝ સબમિટેડ. તો તમારે એક જ વાર અપલોડ કરવાની છે, એક સિંગલ ફાઇલ જ પીડીએફ ફોર્મમાં કેમ સ્કેનરનો યુઝ કરીને પીડીએફ ફોર્મ કન્વર્ટ કરી તમે અપલોડ કરી શકો છો, બરાબર? થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ.